Everyone, welcome back to the channel. What we're going to look at today is sealed Pokemon card investing. This is very, very much a beginner's guide. So if you are brand new to the hobby, if you maybe collected base set, Team Rocket set, Expedition set 24 years ago, 23 years ago, and you're finally just getting back to the hobby and trying to find your feet in it again, this is the video for you. If you're a bit experienced in the hobby or even intermediate and been doing a fair bit of research into sealed Pokemon investing, this isn't the video for you. This is the beginner's guide. I just want to make that clear. Very, very much a beginner's guide. So when it comes to sealed Pokemon investing in a beginner's guide, we're going to break it into two parts. We're going to have holiday sets and main sets. So if you look at the holiday sets, we're going to use Sword and Shield as an example. You've got 5. You've got Champion's Path, you've got Shining Fates, you've got Celebrations, you've got Pokemon Go, and you've got Crown Zenith. Then in your main sets, you've got Sword and Shield base, you've got Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies. Oh, it's testing my memory now. Fusion Strike. Anyway, long story short, right through the Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, you get the drill. Main sets, holiday sets. In your main sets, there's a lot of sealed product. There's more sealed product in main sets than there are holiday sets. If we look at holiday sets, generally you have a couple of ancillary products, like maybe you've got a triple pack blister, a double pack blister, a check lane blister, and predominantly made up by ETBs. So if we grab Shining Fates here for argument's sake, holiday set, generally smaller sets, not as many cards, ETB being the main product. So normally an ETB, and lately there's also been a Pokemon Center ETB for some of them. So that's your main way to pull product, and it's the main product as a sealed. When it comes to the bigger sets, there's lots. So you've got heaps of products, starting off with just obviously a booster pack. There's also things like a blister, the one that you'll see hanging at Walmart, Kmart, Target, etc. You've got things like little build and battle boxes that are a sealed product. You've got things like check lane blisters, which are a booster inside a sealed pack, which also have a promo inside. Then you've got 3-pack blisters, like this Unbroken Bonds example with Holo Skeptile in there. You've got things like collection boxes, and there's heaps of those. Like there could be 3-4 different collection boxes for a main set. You've got theme decks, like this Vivid Voltage, Cracked Ice. That's a nice card there, just quietly. Cracked Ice Charizard one. You'll have standard Elite Trainer boxes. For the newer sets, you'll also have Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. Then, of course, the big one, which is the most packs, you'll get a booster box as well. Keep in mind, holiday sets, no booster boxes. Main sets, booster box. There's probably a few that I've missed, like there's normally those the stadium toolkits. I don't have any of those, not a fan of them, but there's those as well. So there's lots of little products sealed that you can get in main sets, and generally only a few in holiday sets. So let's jump into it. What is the best product to invest in? What is the best product to make money off? Let's jump in.
So when you're looking at Pokemon sealed investing, I really want you to, I know they're listed as tips, but they're almost questions. Ask yourself these things if you're looking at investing in a sealed product. The biggest one, at the end of the day, if it's investing and you want to make money off it, you've got to sell it. So the big one for me, ask yourself, is the product going to be easy to sell in the future? If the answer is no, it's going to be hard to sell, then it's probably not the best investment. If it's something like multiple blister packs compared to a booster box, which one's going to be easy to sell? 2, can you see it having demand in the future? Does it have, there's an old saying we use in sales, which is if it's popular new, it's going to be popular secondhand. So if it's got demand now, it's likely going to have demand in the future. 3, Can you see it wanting to be opened in the future? And this leads pretty directly to that demand. Is it going to be a set or something that streamers are going to want to open, or YouTubers, and put on display? Is it going to be open for the public to watch? 4, can you see it being collectible in the future? What I mean by that is a lot of sealed product is a collection in itself. A lot of sealed product collectors will buy something so it's part of their collection and they can have it on display. So is it a displayable item? Number 5, look at the past. What performed well in the past? What sealed product has gone well? What pretty much stays pretty similar to where its MSRP was? What's performed well in the past? All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to talk through one of Sword and Shield's main sets, not a holiday set, a main set, Chilling Reign, and we're going to explore some of the sealed products and what would be good to park your money in. Here I've got a booster on the left, blister on the right. For me, a blister is a better investment than a booster. It's sealed, it's got more protection to it, which I think makes it more desirable in the future, and therefore a blister is a better investment than a booster pack. If we look back to what's performed well in the past, typically blisters perform better than boosters, that tip that I said out of those 5 there, and then check lanes have performed better than standard blisters because you've got the promo and the coin, and then the 3 packs with the coin and the promo have performed really well in the past. So I think that the 3-pack blisters, especially if it's got a good promo and a cool coin, can actually be a really good sealed investment. It's also a good price point. Typically a 3-pack blister here in Australia is about $20. Not everyone has thousands of dollars to splash on booster boxes. If you want to get at an entry price point into Pokemon sealed investing, a 3-pack blister for $20 is a cool display piece and it's a good starting point. I mean, look at Evolving Skies, the Umbreon sealed 3-pack blister. That's gone from like $20 to $55 in the space of 20 months. I mean, that's 2.5 times its money. What a cool example. Moving into some of the sealed boxes from the set, the little build and battle kit. Okay, these have some energy cards inside them. They've got a couple of booster packs. They've normally got a promo inside them. Compare that to, say, an Elite Trainer box. Build and battle kits, by the way, are tiny. They're not big at all, and the Elite Trainer boxes are a lot bigger. Normally in a main set, 8 packs, no promo, energy cards, sleeves, coin, rule book, all the set lists for the card in a nice little booklet. So when it comes down to those 5 tips that I was talking about at the start, the Elite Trainer box displays a heap better. So people are going to want to keep it in their sealed collection. If you look back historically, Elite Trainer boxes have performed really well, albeit they haven't been as printed in the past as much as they have been now, but they have performed really, really well. Build and battle kits, not so much. Unless it's got a really nice promo worth lots of money or the possibility of getting it, because normally there's 4 promo opportunities, haven't performed that well. Don't display as well. Think about it. They're not going to be that fun to open in the future for streamers, and they don't display that well. The big one for the main set is, of course, the booster box. And going back to those 5 tips, think about it. Is it going to be easy to sell in the future? Well, yeah, booster boxes sell really well. Whether they're brand new, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, the value for money, 36 packs, they sell well. Is it going to be good for streamers to open in the future? Yeah. Are they a nice display piece? Yeah, they display really well, particularly if you get them in those nice acrylic cases. They display awesome in a cabinet, under lighting, really good display piece. Nice and collectible too, like if you get 1 of each set, it's cool to say you've got 1 of each set. I think collectors will want them in the future for that reason. And the big one is, booster boxes have typically always performed well in the past. Even if they're a poor set, look at something like XY Steam Siege, awful set, no pulls, but still like 4 or 5 times its original release price, RRP, like that's crazy good. Some key takeaways for beginner investors. 1, blisters are a better investment than boosters. They're more solid, they're sealed, you can't weigh them in the past, they are a better investment than a booster pack. 2, I think 3-pack blisters are a great entry price point for investing, and typically they've also done pretty well over the past. 3, booster boxes have performed well even for the poorer sets in the past, so there's no reason this should change. Buy yourself a box, leave it in the cupboard, put it on display, whatever it might be, and don't be afraid to hold it. 4, Elite Trainer boxes have proven to be highly collectible as a sealed product amongst the community just by themselves, and they're a better price point than a booster box. An Elite Trainer box here in Australia is sort of $70 to $80 for a main set versus a booster box now up around $190, $200. So again, a better price point. 5, don't forget to keep an eye on supply and demand. Keep it in mind. How much have you seen it in shops? How much has it been printed? Has the price remained stagnant for 2 years because it's just been printed into the ground? Don't forget to keep an eye on that. For the beginners out there, I hope you learnt something from this video. Don't forget to enjoy the journey. Jump in, have a crack. What do you got to lose? Generally not much. I don't think I've seen any Pokemon product go like any booster box particularly, go below RRP. So, I don't know, if you got $150, $200 spare, drop it down. It's a journey. We learn something new every day. Let's just get started with it.